stranger for the second time, welcome to another episode of Asexualized, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about Hi. Sorry, there was a little interruption there. Hi, Heather. Hopefully it's okay now. My iPad playing up and it decided to cut me out of my own video, but I'm back now. So, yeah. So what I was saying, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like that or post a new video. Thank you for joining me. Sorry about the technical problems. For some reason, you know, there's usually always a problem with my Wi-Fi, but I try to carry on anyway. Anyway, this is a marvellous film review of a marvellous film. So I went on a self date last night and I saw Captain Marvel. It was amazing. I was really impressed with the film. You know, I hate sex. If you didn't know already, I am asexual. I lack sexual attraction. I purposefully look for films that have not got any sex in them because I don't like sex scenes. I don't like nudity. I don't see a need for it. And for me, it spoils the whole film. So I was absolutely over the moon that not only did Captain Marvel have no sex scenes in it, had no nudity, it didn't even have any type of relationship in it other than a friendship, which is a very strong friendship of the same gender friendship. So that was really nice. And the main character, Captain Marvel, she is a superpower. The main character they've got to play, Captain Marvel, I was a bit skeptical about a female playing the role, if I'm honest, because I'm used to obviously the main type of superheroes mostly being guys. I know there are girls as well, but when I think of a Captain Marvel, you know, a lot of films do usually put a guy in that role, right? But I love Wonder Woman. I mean, she's a powerhouse, isn't she? Wonder Woman, I think, is really good, and she does a lot for the female, you know, like the strength of the female, I think, on screen. And I wasn't sure how Captain Marvel would match up to sort of the Wonder Woman film, as in terms of strength of character of a female in a very big superhero role. And she did incredibly well. I thought the whole film told her story really well, so you could very much get into her character and understand where she came from in her past, so therefore you fall in love with the character she is in a, you know, in a metaphorical sense. You know, I'm not in love with a woman, but you know, you really get to love the character that she plays. And I just thought that was really amazing that throughout the whole film, from beginning to end, she just seems to get stronger and stronger, yet they show her emotional side as well, and they show really her emotions in the end are actually her strength. I don't want to give away the whole film if you haven't seen it, but there are some really good scenes in it, and there was one major twist that I really already got. I kind of knew that was coming, so that was a little bit disappointing, as in the sense I was able to guess that twist very very easily, which I expect quite a lot of people can in the storyline. But you know, so I was sat there thinking, well, that's pretty obvious towards the end. I'm like, but you know, it was a really good film. Lots of action. I was on my C. Like I said, no nudity whatsoever. So Captain Marvel, the film goes in, and basically you don't see her as Captain Marvel in the beginning. You see this girl who is having this like fight on a planet, you know, and is in the monks' war that's going on. And the weird thing is there's like this blue blood on her, so kind of like that looks a bit alien to begin with. And the story progresses from there. Basically it re-goes back, it's in the present time, but it kind of re-goes back to how she got to be in that war in the first place with the blue blood on her face. And it's a very powerful story. I think it was, like I said, predictable in some places. You know, the main twist was very predictable, I thought, which I kind of was a little bit like they could have done a bit better on that. But I thought the film was really good overall. I was really happy that I got into her character, you know, that I really took to her. And she's very strong and powerful, yet still very feminine, her emotions at the same time, and I thought they captured that really well. They captured like the masculine and feminine side of her together, and I do think that's really good for society to have more of these strong female led roles that do have, you know, like a more powerful sort of masculine fighter side to them. You know, I think it's really good for society to have that and to really break down gender stereotypes in that way. I did like the story. I loved how it, you know, went back to the past, but not even that. It went kind of like even back further, if you know what I mean. You'll see what I mean when you see the film. It went back past, if you know what I mean. So it's really, really good. And it did have a degree of some other films mixed in with it. Like some, they play some music, which is very similar to Guardians of the Galaxy type style. So when she's like in situations that are like fight scenes and other scenes, they play this like music. You know, if you've ever seen Guardians of the Galaxy, you know they play this like music in space and stuff, and it's kind of a signature of their type of films. Well, there was that element to Captain Marvel in it. And so, yeah, so you kind of got a little bit of humour in there as well. The main character, she's actually humorous herself. So you've got some humour in there as well. So I thought that was really good. Her costumes are really, really awesome. I loved the costumes as well. And, you know, there is no sex in it whatsoever. There's no sex scenes. There's no kissing scenes in it. You know, there's not even any love interest with her in it that I could see. And I thought that was just really, really good. You know, there's nothing in it. It's just a strong woman, powerful on her own, but has a real strong bond to her friend. And I thought that was really, really, really good. And I loved the fact that the theme really of the film was all about how you use your past sort of, how can I put it, past trauma, you use it to good effect. So that every time that you felt like you were kicked down and belittled in society, or specifically in the film by your family, your own family, you know, you can get back up again and become stronger because of it. And I really loved that moral to the tale. I thought it was really good. I mean, I feel like a lot of asexuals can relate to that, you know. I'm sure you can relate to it on quite some level that, you know, in your childhood, you've probably had people putting you down, people belittling you, people that made you feel small. Some asexuals might still have that in their life right now, where people, you know, like crushing you, crushing your personality, crushing your beliefs, crushing you as a person. And so, you know, I just think the film's very, very empowering. You know, it's saying that all that trauma that you have from other people, all the people putting you down, people that you might love, you know, they might be your own family, that don't really understand you. They don't see your strengths, they don't see your skills, they don't see you for who you really are. You know, that instead of being sort of the child who's weak and helpless, that when you're older, that you can use that strength that was in you all those years ago that you didn't think was a strength, you know, when you have to get back up every single day and fight for your life to be here still. Because obviously sometimes it is a battle, isn't it? If you're being put down a lot, if you're being belittled, if you are being bullied, if you're not being allowed to be who you truly are, then it can be a fight. You can have like a fight on your hands. And, you know, just to get up and stand again and go on in this world and life means that you're a true superhero within yourself. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's the message I want to give you from this film. You know, it's all about being a superhero to yourself, about every time you fall down, about getting back up and rising back up again and realizing that is pure strength right there. That maybe you think you're weak, but you're not. Maybe you think you feel really small because people have made you small with the belittling they've done. You know, maybe you felt isolated in your past, but I'm here to tell you that the past is gone, and however much pain and hurt it might give you, we need to sort of kiss the past goodbye and work with the present now and realise how strong we are for coming through those difficult times, you know, those times when people that we loved and adored squashed us into the carpet, those times when we felt helpless and powerless. And as a child, you do feel that, you know, you look to your family, you look to your parents for the love and support and the care that you're meant to have. And maybe they give that in some form, but maybe it's just not the form you recognise as a child. Maybe it's their level, but it's not on your own level. You know, that when a child is young, that's when its whole life is shaped. And if in your childhood you've not been recognised for your skills and talents, for the beautiful person you are, for the strength you have within you, it can just seem like you're fighting an uphill battle. And that, you know, that's what I took from this film. And I took from the fact that at the end, you know, that she gained all that strength from the courage she had all those years to keep standing up and rising on her own 2 feet despite all the hardships and pain and the people she loved the most not being there for it in the most caring, compassionate and loving way they can. And I just want to reach out to you and say that, you know, if you have experienced bad times in life from family or close friends or loved ones, thank God you got back up, you know, and you're still here today, you know, because life is very precious. And sadly, not everyone treats us preciously, you know. Sadly, some people trample all over us and hurt us and cause us pain. But you just have to remember that you're really strong just to get back up again and keep fighting on in life. You know, yes, we don't want to always fight in life, but unfortunately, life isn't always fair. And we just have to see the positives as much as possible. We have to surround ourselves as much as possible with people who do care about us for who we are, for people who love us and for people who respect us and who relate to us. We're not going to get on with everyone in life. It's true. People have different personalities and you can clash with them. People have different objectives, morals, values, beliefs, but we've got to find our tribe, yeah? We've got to find those people that we relate to, who relate to us. You know, I'm blessed to have 2 amazing asexual guy friends now who I'm seeing on my birthday. They're both coming for my birthday, and I couldn't wish to be with 2 nicer guys in my life, you know. They are beautiful guys, and I am so blessed, and I didn't have that for years. I didn't have those really nice figures in my life. You know, they're not perfect, I'm not perfect, but we work perfectly well as imperfect friends together, you know. And they're beautiful. Their souls are very beautiful. They're wholesome and pure. You know, when they talk from their heart, they speak from the heart for who they genuinely are. Pure people, not trying to cover things up, not trying to hide things. They're just being them. And that's very, very rare and special qualities, you know. And I do have a female best friend that I've told you about on this channel. It's her very, very special birthday this month. She's older than me. She's 50 years old. So yeah, she's quite a bit older than me, but she doesn't act like it a lot of the time. Some of her tastes are different, like her music tastes and things she likes to do sometimes, but she looks really young and I get on so well with her, and I'm really looking forward to her birthday on the 12th of April. So it's going to be incredible. I love her to bits as my friend. She's amazing. And, you know, she really appreciates me, and I know that she loves me as a friend, and I love her as a friend. She's so amazing. So I'm blessed now. I've got these people in my life. And there's some other asexuals I've got in my life as well who are really, really nice people. And it's just amazing. You know, it's Heather's on this channel a lot. I love Heather for watching this channel all the time. She's hi, Keaton. Oh, that's a nice name. Nice to see you. So yeah, it's incredible, you know. You know, asexual friendships one of the best you can get, and it's not easy to get good asexual friends. It does take some time, you know, being in forums and groups and, you know, speaking to as many people as you can. Some people will just talk to you for a little time, and then some people will stick at being your friend. So you just gotta, like, you know that you'll have to go through quite a lot of people before you actually get to be friends with them. But, you know, stay strong. That's what I'm saying to you. You know, be your own superhero. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. It's really nice. I appreciate that. You know, stay strong and be your own superhero. That's all I can say. It's the most precious person to be a superhero is yourself. People don't realise that they can be their own superheroes. They go on TV and they see all these superheroes, but they don't realise that they can be their own, you know, non-fiction superhero, the superhero that's here on this planet Earth right now, the superhero that is within them. And I believe that if you've been through a lot of heartache and pain in the past, and maybe some abuse too, that you are your own superhero through coming through it. It's not easy, but I want us to not just survive in life, but to fully thrive. And so I want you to know how beautiful you are. And even though life might be difficult, if you come through all those struggles, use that to your advantage. Just think of how tough you are. I look back on my life now and I'm thinking, I'm such a strong person because of all my past. I don't like everything in my past. I had not a very great past at all, But this year I'm like making peace with the past and realising that if I hadn't had that past, I wouldn't be the strong person I am today. I'm strong now because of all the bad past I had, because I came through it, and I'm a good person as well. Any idea about something between Thor and Captain Marvel in Endgame? There is a new Spider-Man coming out, which I was quite surprised about, because in the the before Endgame appears, the first one, the Avengers movie, Spider-Man dies in it. So the fact that they've got another Spider-Man coming out with him in it, unless they're going to do it pre that last Avengers movie, then it means he must come back to life. Do you see what I mean? So that kind of gave a bit away of Endgame, I thought. I thought, that's weird. They're either going to, it pretty much says or suggests that he's going to come back to life. Because it's like, why is he in another movie if he's dead? Do you know what I mean? Whereas Captain Marvel will appear in Endgame, if you want to know. That's if people don't watch the credits, right? You should always watch the credits at the end of a Marvel film if you have never watched Marvel films before. There's always credits. And in this film, there's two lots of bits at the end of in the credits. One partway through the credits, one at the very end of the credits. And and it does say Captain Marvel will return in the Endgame, which is what I thought. When you see the film, you'll automatically assume in your head, oh, that must be what happens at the end of the last Avengers movie, Infinity War, isn't it? Before Endgame, you kind of know that's the reason why the character comes into it. You see the end bit of Avengers Infinity War. You kind of see that little bit. Without seeing the film, you see something that happens in the end of that, connected to Captain Marvel. So that's how she comes into it. So, but the fact they advertised the Spider-Man trailer, the Spider-Man trailer looked really good, but I'm like, he's supposed to be dead in the last film. So obviously, he's coming back to life, suggests that, unless they've done it, like I said, pre that film, which sometimes they do. But, I know they're going to make loads of other Spider-Mans from what I can tell. So he's got to come back to life, hasn't he? And if he comes back to life, then other people should come back to life. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with Endgame. I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait to see Endgame. I absolutely love Marvel films. Superhero films are so me. Like, I get so empowered by them. Like, when I came out of the cinema, I'm like, yeah! I've got so much strength and I love it. I think it's very good medicine. Like, people, may take pills. I don't take pills and stuff like that. But, I think actually superhero movies are really good medicine for the soul. If you're feeling a bit weak or run down or upset, or you're not feeling quite right and you just want, you're lacking in strength, when I watch superhero movies, it's a bit like I'm a version of Iron Man where I'm plugging myself in and and booting myself up again. So when I watch superhero movies, it's like, it's booting myself up, booting my soul up. So it's making my soul come alive again. It's giving me all that strength and resilience back again. It's given me the determination. It's given me the power. So I kind of get power through watching superhero movies. And, I like to be my own superhero in my life. So that's why I encourage you to be yours. Oh, by the way, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you do like it. I do appreciate it because it helps it raise awareness, search engine rankings a bit more. So, yeah. But it's definitely worth a shot, and worth a watch. When I was walking back home last night, there was this car that was putting up near me. Oh, man. I'm like, no, I don't like it when people do that and you don't know what they're doing. And I'm like, I was running because I thought, yeah, let's use my superhero power that I had from the movie to run as fast as I can, because I just don't like it when cars pull up and you don't know what they're doing, you know. I think they were letting someone out, but I'm like, oh yeah, why are you pulling up near me at this time of night? I'm off. Bye. I was like running like through the skirts, like flying nearly. But yeah, it wasn't far from where I lived anyway, so I think they were just dropping someone off, but you know, I like to just get back home safe and sound. So yeah, it's fantastic. Anyway, I highly recommend going to see the film Captain Marvel. It's a brilliant film to watch. Go and watch it. Go and get some superpower, superhero strength. And yeah, I will definitely review Endgame when I watch it in the future on this channel. And if you want a no sex film to watch, please do check Captain Marvel out, because there's no sex in it whatsoever. And an asexual friend actually told me they'd been to see it and they said it was amazing. So I took their word for it, and it was an incredible film. Anyway, until next time, embrace your quirky and each other. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Please share it with any friend who may benefit and want to watch the movie. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already by hitting that great big subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. Thanks, Heather, for watching. Thank you to the other guy that was watching earlier. I can't remember your name, but thank you so much for tuning in. Big kiss for you too. Thanks to everyone else that's tuned in. And I look forward to seeing you on the next live stream or video. Night, Heather.